So I know a lot of you high schoolers are getting out right now for summer vacation, or you're getting out in the next few weeks, and some of you guys are probably looking for jobs to help pay for a gaming PC, so I thought this video would be relevant right now. In this video, I'm going to be looking at 5 tips for teenagers that might help you get into PC gaming. Starting things off with number 5, it's figure out exactly what you need. What do I mean by this? A lot of you guys probably already have a desktop that you use for your school, checking your email, things like that, just watching YouTube video, day-to-day use. Chances are that desktop has a usable hard drive that you can extract, or some RAM you could use, maybe even the CPU is pretty decent. Hell, the whole PC might be decent except for the graphics card, and at that point all you'd have to do is get a decent power supply and buy a graphics card. That's actually how I got into PC gaming. I had an old HP computer that I used for my schoolwork, and I was like, you know, it has a Core i3, it has 8 gigabytes of RAM, let me just go buy a Radeon HD 6670, and I was doing decent gaming, so that might be a cheap option for a lot of you guys with not a lot of money that you can get into PC gaming and get decent performance out of it. But even aside from that, it's just a nice way to save money. You can extract a hard drive, save 50 bucks there, extract the RAM, save like $60 there. Hell, you might have an OS lying around, that's another $100 you could save. There's a lot of ways to save money by reusing parts in your old computers. Maybe a couple of your friends have some old desktops in their garage. Hell, I know a lot of people that keep their old PCs in their garage or just locked away, and maybe ask them if you could use their spare parts. I mean, you can use the case. The case isn't something that's really essential to a build. If you have a decent case, boom, that's money saved right there as well. Number 4 is probably something a lot of high schoolers hate to do, and that's research. I remember when I was getting into PC gaming, I absolutely dreaded this. I was doing a ton of research and I was like, man, this is fucking boring. You know, I almost got detracted from getting into PC gaming and I almost went back to playing console, but I was like, screw it, I'll just do the research. And yes, it was kind of a pain for the first 3 days, but then after that, I got over it and I pretty much learned everything. It doesn't take that long. Just stick with it and you will learn a lot. And it will help with the maintenance of your PC, because once you know a lot, it's going to definitely help keeping your PC up to date, running, things like that, doing upgrades. It's going to be a lot easier once you know everything. The number 3 tip parlays from the number 4 tip, and that's don't be afraid of the learning curve. I remember when I was getting into PC gaming, I just looked at all these graphics cards with these different numbers, the CPU, there was Intel, AMD, then for the GPUs, there was ATI, then there was AMD, then there was the NVIDIA 8800 GT, the Radeon HD 5770. I was so fucking confused that my head was about to explode, especially considering the fact that I was 13 years old at the time and I was dumb as fuck. Some will say I am still dumb as fuck, but I would like to disagree with those people. But yes, a lot of you guys are gonna get frustrated with the learning curve. You're gonna be like, why the hell are all these numbers there? Don't get too discouraged by learning all this shit. I know it takes a little bit, but after it, it's actually something really cool to learn about, and when you actually build your PC, it's definitely good that you know all this stuff, know what the parts are, things like that, and again, it helps maintenance with your PC. A lot of times you can fuck around with your parts, figure out if something went wrong, did the RAM go bad, things like that. It's definitely good to do all your research and just not be afraid of the learning curve, because everybody's gonna go through this, especially if you're a teenager, because I think young adults kind of can get over the fact that there's a bunch of numbers, but I don't know, when I was 13, I was like, dude, fuck this. There is too many numbers in the screen. I suck at math as it is. Don't throw more numbers at me. So for the number 2 tip, it actually goes with the time. It's summer, so what does that mean? I'll let you guys think about that for a second, but I know a lot of people that would get off school, work all of May, all of June, they would save up like $800, $1,000, and then they would buy their PC. All their money they would spend on this PC, they would spend all of it on the PC, get a really nice PC, and then they'd be broke. What happens at the end of June or the beginning of July? That's right, the Steam summer sale. If you spent all your money on your PC and you didn't save any money for the summer sale, man, that's gotta be a shitty feeling. Yes, I know you can pirate games, don't think I'm stupid, but I would prefer nobody to pirate games, especially good games. You can get games like Witcher 2 for like $3.75, you get Fallout 3 for $2.50, Fallout New Vegas for $2.50, a lot of great games under $5. You're gonna be wanting to pick all of them up, and if you're broke, well, you're shit out of luck. So use a lot of money on your PC, don't get me wrong, but save some money. Buy some games. If you're buying a new PC, you gotta have some games to play. You could be a dick and pirate all the good games, but that's kind of a dick move, because developers put a lot of hours into their games, and they're cheap as fuck during the Steam summer sale. Come on, just save $100 or so, and you can get like 100 great games. A lot of indie titles, a lot of AAA titles, a lot of good deals during the Steam summer sale. So my tip for you guys that are looking to build your PC with some of your money, save at least a little bit for the Steam summer sale, because you won't regret it at all. You're going to be buying so many games and it's going to be a great time. So my final tip for you teenagers is something very important, because I think teenagers have a very big problem with this. I'm not sure why. I think I had a problem with this when I was a teenager too. I still am a teenager, by the way. I'm only 18 years old, but I think I've grown up a little bit as I've been PC gaming for almost 6 years now, so I think I know a little bit more than your average, 17, 18-year-old, but I digress. Something a lot of teenagers have a problem with is that they're too influenced by others, and what do I mean by that? Yes, it's nice to go look at what PC I have, what PC your favorite YouTubers have, your favorite streamers. That's nice, that's well and good and all. Realize you do not need as good of a PC as the top streamers have, even as I have. Just because your favorite streamer has, the highest end i7, a GTX Titan, all this kind of good stuff, doesn't mean you need it at all. And I think a lot of people get it twisted that they're like, man, Soda Poppin has a really nice PC. I want a really nice PC. Well, do you think Soda Poppin started off PC gaming with his really nice PC? Not at all. Because, like I said before, when I got into PC gaming, I started off with a Radeon HD 6670 because I was like, hey, this meets my needs. I game at 720p. I don't need something really high-end. And even with the 6670, I was playing the games that I wanted to at the performance I liked, at a resolution that I liked at the time. Find something that suits you. Don't just buy a PC because your favorite streamer has it, because I have it, because XYZ YouTuber has it. That doesn't make any sense at all. You're not building a PC for them, you're building a PC for you. What do you need? Because a lot of kids in high school, they just watch a lot of Twitch streams and they're like, man, these streamers have these i7s, they have two PCs, they have a streaming PC and a gaming PC. Well, do you think they started off that way? Hell no. If you're starting off gaming on a PC and you're young, you're a teenager, it's probably not the best idea to, spend $1,500 on a PC, at least in my opinion. Definitely get something that fits your needs. If you're looking to game on a single monitor at 1080p at decent settings and decent frame rates, definitely don't need to spend $1,500. You can get away with like a $700 build. So my final tip is to get a PC that fits your needs, not the dude next to you, not your favorite streamer, not your favorite YouTuber. It's all about you, about your PC. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope it was informative to those of you that are looking into getting into PC gaming. I know a lot of you teenagers, it's kind of a stressful thing to get into. It's like, man, there's a lot of shit to learn and don't know what kind of parts I want. I don't know, how high-end of a PC I want. I hope this video informed you a little bit.